Welcome to episode 36 of our Road to 1500. Since our last game, we've actually had a couple of wins off camera and we're on 1242. We haven't had a chance to play much rapid over recent days with various things going on, but we're going to play a game of 1510, try and make our way upwards. So let's see who we're going to play. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to try and find an opponent, see if we get the black or white pieces, hoping for the white pieces. We have been using our Lotus Chess app and we've been putting in quite a lot of practice on that. We've mainly been focusing on the Vienna. We've got the black pieces, so we're not going to be able to utilize that. Our opponent is from Uzbekistan. Anvar. They're playing the king's pawn. I'm going to play the Caro Kann as expected. It looks like they're going to play the Hillbilly, so we play our pawn to d5 and we take, and then they move back, and I'm just going to go straight after the bishop. They know what they're doing. They've actually moved they've created a little hidey hole for their bishop, so that's okay. I'm going to get my bishop out and get ready to push here. So we'll do that. Our opponent comes straight down there. So we could play our knight to here. We could play our knight to here. I think this square is available to us. They might come down to pin, but we can just bring the bishop here. They might try things like trying to come after this. I could chase this bishop into this hidey hole where it can't do too much damage. They can then, that is a check, but I can just block. I could push, they come back. I think maybe we just carry on with our plan. Are they going to try and come after me? I don't think the Hillbilly is the best attack, but I'm not sure if we've punished it as well as we could. I think I'm just going to take the opportunity to castle just to get ourselves out of any trouble there, get our king safe. I am tempted to attack the bishop. Our opponent has a rating of 1231. We are on 1242. In our last game, we had quite a big advantage playing the Vienna copycat. So it looks like they're probably going to come after my bishop. Okay, so I've got a couple of ideas here. I could attack this bishop and force it to this square or this square. That would be one idea. Another idea would, I could bring my bishop here and then they probably take, and then I jump in with the knight. I could also jump in with the knight. They may take. Kind of tempted to. Oh no, that they can just take that for free. That wasn't very good. So could attack it. It's going to come here or there. Where are they going to put it? We could be quite annoying and stop them castling here. Didn't really think that through, so that was silly. Right, they're attacking my bishop, so I think I'm going to have to take the bishop. So I've unnecessarily given my opponent a pawn. Take. I think I'll bring my knight here. So I'm going to have to win back some material. I'm not too sure why I did that. I just didn't plan it through properly. So they're going to try and bring their knight in. So they'll probably bring this in here. I mean, I could bring this up, take. I could probably won't sacrifice. Yeah, I mean, that was silly losing the pawn. It's unnecessary. What do we want to do? If we come here, if we bring the knight to here, they can just come in. We take, no, it doesn't work. Don't really want to push in the middle. Back. Okay, let's do it. Let's just try to stop any progress coming in here. Let's see what my opponent does now. Looks like they're trying to mount an attack on me. We're in the Caro, so ideally we want to be attacking down these 3 lines. So they castle. I think I'm going to bring my queen back over here. We can probably bring this rook here. I think that our queen was probably a bit misplaced here. We need to look. We've got rid of our opponent's white bishop. Their queen does see this square here, which is a check. Obviously, it's defended by the knight at the moment. They can't capture any of my pieces currently. They can't jump into here. And they don't have any of their major pieces in my half of the board. They're pushing the pawn. I think they think I'm going to try and mount some attack here, but I think I'm going to push this pawn. Now this knight doesn't have the defense of the pawn, which we have to watch out for. If they push this pawn here, I could take. Our opponent's got an advantage at the moment because they've got that extra pawn, but it is only a pawn, so let's see what we can do. I don't think this bishop's doing very much on this square. We could improve it this way. Perhaps. It's looking at this diagonal, even though our opponent has sort of blocked that up. If we push, they can just take. They've got quite a pawn advantage here. So they're attacking my queen. I'm tempted to just swap off the bishop, even though they're a pawn up. It's probably not ideal, but our bishop was not doing anything there really. Maybe they jump the knight in now. Keep our eye out for any tactics. Shame we didn't get a chance to play the Vienna in this game. As I was saying, I was using the Lotus Chess app, and I spent quite a bit of time playing through all the lines of the Vienna copycat. So I think I've made some progress. That's a pretty obvious capture back. Let's have a look. Now, our opponent has pushed a pawn in front of the king, which isn't the best move in the world. So they're looking to maybe jump this in here, which we need to be wary of. We could bring this knight to here. They could just still jump it in. We could bring this knight here. That's not a bad move, because if we bring our knight to here and they come in here, we can come back. And if they try to take, we just take back. And we're in a fairly dangerous position. If we come here, can they attack me? They can't attack with the queen. They could bring the rook over. Take. So here we could look to sacrifice after. Take, check. They step here. Check. They step back. I mean, that looks quite nasty. This is a good, I think this is a good square for our knight. It can't be attacked by a pawn unless this knight moves. And as I say, if this knight jumps in here, we can deal with it. They've just moved back. Okay, we'll swap it off, which is probably not ideal, but jump it. If they jump the knight in here, I can take it. I could bring the queen back and over to here. I think because we're down on a pawn, it makes it difficult attacking up these files. Push, take. So push, take. Push, take. Yeah. Do I want to push in the middle? Push, take. What if I bring the rook here? Push here, push. No, I don't think I want to do that. I'm gonna move. I'm trying to find a good square for my knight, and I think this could be it. Okay, I'm going to bring my knight to this square, which is what I wanted to get to. Probably chase me. Probably push. If they do, I can take. My knight is pinned somewhat then, but I can then... Okay, so the defending that. Hang on. Take. No, it doesn't work. Maybe I can push here now. Push, take, push. Do I go for that? Push, take. It's going to open up the center. I'm not sure if it's a wise thing to do. Maybe get another rook behind here, because it gives me a rook on this file too. Quite like this square for my knight. Let's come here. So push, take. I think I have to take. I think they're going to take with a rook. That would be my guess. Push. I'm going to chase this rook away and then try to push here in order to come up here with my queen. My whole point of putting this queen on this square here was to attack this diagonal. Now, I know we're playing the Caro Kann and we should be focusing on the other side of the board, but so push, take. Should we give this a go? Push. What are they going to take with? If indeed they're going to take at all. Take with the rook. We'll have 2 pawns in the center. I am attacking this now. My king's a bit open, so is theirs. I've got 2 connected pawns still in the middle. Okay. Let's bring this rook here. And then if we come to here, we've got quite a strong attack. Okay, they're attacking that, but I can come to here first. Don't think they've got a check. I'll probably bring their rook over. So I think I have to push. I think ultimately we're going to struggle with this being a pawn down. Come here. Take. All of our pawns are just so isolated, and there's a connected. So I just don't like our chances then. Let's protect. They're probably going to push one of these pawns now. We need our opponent to sort of slip up. Okay. What can we do? It's difficult, very difficult. We can push here. So if they push this, I think I'm going to have to do this. Take. Okay, they've doubled up there, so I'm going to have to put double protection on it now, I think. Push. Take the check. I have to protect it. Just hoping our opponent slips up. They played well. I'm struggling to defend it. Their pawns are in a lot better position than ours, so probably underestimated our opponent. But props to them for playing well. Maybe they'll make a mistake. You know, you just don't know. We don't have a huge amount of time left. I'm going to get my king off of this line because if they take, it's with check. So maybe our king's just a little bit safer in the corner. Queens are on the board, so kings are still vulnerable. They're going to come in here or something. I've got to check if I can get to that square. But this is very difficult to defend these pawns. Yeah, they're in a very strong position here. It's difficult to see a way through for me. I can't really let this fall, can I? Could just defend this one here. Oh, they can push one of these now. Yeah, that was not the best move, I don't think. They can push and win another pawn now, I think. Okay, I think they've missed it, so I'm going to come up here. I'm defending this. This is defended by the rook. I have got a check here. I've only got 2 minutes 20 left. Kind of hanging in there, really. Okay, they're attacking that again. So check, step here. Could just defend this again. Take. I can take, yeah, if you take this, I take the check. I have got a check here. Don't have that check anymore. Come back here. So check, take, check. Doesn't really work. We're running out of time. Now they're going to push the pawns, which makes sense. Check, take, rook up. See what they do. I think we're going to struggle in this game now to win because they've got these pawns on here. But I can come up here. They can take this one. I can take this one. Oh, they can take that. I can push here. Check. I'm going to attack this passed pawn here. Okay. If I go check, they just go down. Yeah, I think we're in deep trouble here. Gonna need to just give a check, then bring my king up. They'll probably just step down. King up. Take the pawn. King up. Don't know. To bring my king over to help. Shows you how important that just a pawn can be if you lose it in the opening. Let's attack this pawn. Just push it. I'm going to come after the rook. Opponent's not really giving me anything. I'm going to have to just try and bring my king in to help, I think. Not sure that was the best move by my opponent because I can get my king into here and they can't take that. So come here, take, take. And come here. They can't give me a check there now, which is kind of interesting. So take, and then you can just run with the pawn. Opponents play very well. They've defended their pawns very well, really not giving me any chance to play any sort of tactics against them. He's probably, if I bring that down, he's just going to hide somewhere. Oh, he can come in down that way, which is great. Check. And take. Yeah, it's just giving me no counterplay at all. Come here, check. In here, push. Just come here, I think. Plan to get to this square. You can start to bring the other pawns down now. So if I just bring this here, I suppose he can bring that down there. Yeah, he's going to have this game. I have no. Yeah, it's a clever move. Come here, take down. Yeah, it's GG to my opponent. I think they probably will take. Two pass pawns will probably be able to do what they need. I can't defend them. He'll just take my pawn, and he has 3 more. He's +3 now, and he'll mop up those other pawns. So it's not really anything I can do. I'll bring that pawn there. Push. I will say GG to my opponent. There's no way of me defending everything here, so I will resign and say good game. It's a shame. I don't think we made any catastrophic errors. Our opponent played with an 85.8 and it was a 1900 rated game. We played a 1700 rated game and we just made one mistake. There was a miss in there, but there wasn't really much coming back. I threatened to trap it. Yeah, I could have kicked it. I should have actually kicked it back then. That's what I should have done. Just forced it back into this corner where it may have been quite weak. So remember that. Yeah, this was it. Like we went from having an advantage to there's just no need to do that. We didn't properly calculate it. Got ourselves into some trouble. And our opponent is sort of +1 now. Shouldn't have pushed our pawn there. We should have brought our knight into the game. That was an inaccuracy. Oh, right. We could have. It's actually telling us to push the F6 pawn. Yeah, we got a good square for our knight there. Rook over. Fine. That wasn't brilliant. We let them bring it in. It was a fair trade, but we forced them back. That's the best move. We should have taken with the pawn. Okay. So this is where they made a mistake and the game evened up quite a bit here. And we played an inaccuracy. Should have pushed there. That was an inaccuracy. Best. That was a mistake. Yeah, I did see this saying like we could have actually threatened the rook, but surely it would just take. Let's just but let's just have a look here. So if I went, so rather than doing that, if I went here, what if they went here? That's a blunder. Of course it is. Yeah, because I'm defending it with the queen. I could have attacked it and it's protecting it as well. Yeah, that would have been way better. Attack the rook and still defend it, and I didn't need to bring the rook over. Of course, makes sense. Yeah, we knew that was a bit of a mistake because they could have pushed one of these pawns and we can't take because if we take, they just take us. If we take here, they take us here. Go back. Yeah, I should have played that check. I was looking at it and then they protected it. I don't know if it would have made a huge amount of difference, but we could have played this. They go back. We bring this over. It's pretty much not going to happen, is it? We tried to defend. but there was no way, and our opponent was always, you know, by the time it got here, they had too many pawns. They were about to mop up this one, and our king was going to struggle to deal with these two here. And they also had another 3, so it was going to be game over at that stage. So didn't quite go our way, but not to worry. We'll be back in the next game. We're down to 1233. Be looking for a win in our next one. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.